This is Jared Rand. Happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Thursday, November 28, 2024, a little after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be having a reverse aging health call tomorrow, Friday, on November 29th. At around 9:15 or so p.m. Eastern. Excuse me. It's interesting to, like a holiday like this, where it's all involved with gratitude, thankfulness, thank you and giving, all the avenues that civilization should be exploring on a daily basis instead of just, once a year. And it's to think about and focus on the fact that why do we have gratitude? What's the reason? Why would we, why do we need to have gratitude? Gratitude is a high vibrational frequency. Gratefulness eliminates wanting, and wanting comes from the ego mind. It can be really powerful, very strong, with all of us at times. But gratitude, it undoes a lot of the greed and wanting and having that's so rampant in this society. Because since we all have everything within us already, we don't need anything from the outside. And since we're all manifesting masters, we can manifest anything we choose whenever we want. The problem is that we don't know that, and we're heavily steeped in the ego mind. So in the ego mind, we get disappointed, let down because we have attachments to things and expectations and attachments to the outcome of those expectations. And when those don't happen, then we're disappointed, obviously. It's just, I really wanted that, or really wanted this to happen and it didn't happen. And all of that, believe it or not, is in ego mind land or world, not heart mind. Heart mind is a constant gratefulness, gratitude, giving, helping, assisting, because we know that we're one. So whenever we help anyone, we're helping ourselves. That's bottom line. And it's proven over and over again. If you do wrong, let's say you're dishonest with somebody, or you take money from them, or you do this, you do that, and you do that, but you don't realize that you're actually doing it to yourself. Every one of us are reflections of each other on this planet. But we don't identify with that because we don't see the light within the body. We see the body. And so we pass judgment upon the body depending on the body and how it looks and how it operates and interacts, and our judgment comes from the ego mind. So we're constantly either ourselves or others, criticizing, judging, it's very tempting too. It's a very, seducing frequency, because a lot of us are pulled to criticize and judge one another, and then we criticize and judge ourselves. And you can see how this unheals the civilization on a daily basis. Rather than moving into, and it's a decision, it's a choice by each of us, we move into a gratitude, like on this day. What are you grateful for? It's a good start. This holiday's a good start for people to start realizing, why wouldn't I want to be in gratitude all year? Why wouldn't I want to be? The vibrational frequency of it is off the charts. You feel good deep within. It bubbles up to the surface. And you feel lighter. You ever done that? When you help somebody, you feel lighter. You don't feel compressed or stressed. You feel light. You feel good. And the reason you feel good is not because it was that you were going to do something for somebody that you were going to get something out of it, because a lot of people do that. That's their motivation. Well, I'm going to do this for you because you're going to do this for me. Say, kind of a give and take. But purely, when we just are grateful and we help others and we just feel good. Do we do it because we feel good? Absolutely. You help people because you feel good when you help people, because you're helping you. It's like, look at the difference between hating yourself and loving yourself. Huge difference. And believe it or not, there are people that hate themselves. They don't like anything about themselves. It's really not a good way to live or be in this life, but that's a choice. There's other people that are beginning to comprehend that they love themselves deeply and intimately, that they're very caring of their bodies, they're very respectful of themselves. Therefore, what that reflects is that they're the same with others. So whenever you come across someone who is cantankerous or irritable or kind of like sandpaper on a chalkboard type energy, well, you know that it's the conflict that they're having with themselves. It isn't anybody around them, it is them. And that's why I always say that, anger, frustration is love under pressure. Because a lot of people do not know how to express love for themselves nor others. Because on this planet, everybody believes that love is romantic love. Right? And that is very small compared to the grand love of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, forever. Grand love is way beyond romantic love. And the grand love is basically you love yourself deeply and internally, and you love everything else. Genuinely. Not superficially. Now you can see where we're challenged with that because of how we believe. It's how people believe, it's how they live. It's very simple. You believe a certain way, you're going to live a certain way. You believe that this is the way your life's supposed to be, that's exactly the way your life's going to be. And a lot of people are in that. How they believe is how they live. So if they, you look at that and you say, well, then that means that if someone believes that everybody's after them and everybody's going to get them and everybody's trying to, rip them off and everything, that's exactly what's going to happen. Absolutely every single time. If you believe that you cannot trust anyone, you will never trust anyone. And therefore you won't trust yourself. Well, then one will say, well, then that means you could get really screwed and ripped off all the time because you trust yourself, you're going to trust others that end up backlashing and, disproving your trust. Yeah, that's experience, isn't it? Because we have to be very careful, because we get too far into that, then we become highly judgmental way before anyone is able to interact with us. So we create it, see? We start to create it for ourselves. So we believe that, and I've met people where they believe that every single thing outside of them, there's something nefarious. There's just something nefarious all the time. There's something wrong. There's something this. There's no good people. They're just all out to get me. And they create it. Talk about frustrating. See, we get in these moods and we create them. We create situations. We create more of the same. So we create more of the same. What does that mean? Well, let's just say that you feel a certain way. emotionally. Doesn't mean anything has to instigate it. You just wake up and you feel a certain way. Now, that's a choice. All right? For whatever reason, you woke up and you felt not good, irritable, kind of touchy. And then you stop yourself and you say, okay, why am I feeling this way? I have no reason to feel this way. Is it ego mind? Yeah, about 99.999% of the time it's ego mind. So you say, well, I have a choice. I can either continue feeling this way or decide to be happy. Isn't that interesting? Well, if you're not feeling great, how in the heck can you all of a sudden decide to be happy? Most people won't do that because they will spiral into that frequency more and more and more of being uneasy and upset or irritated with themselves or with everything around them. But this is about mastering. We're all mastering ourselves. See, the ego mind is the master, and we're mastering ourselves, including the ego mind, including our thoughts. So you begin to practice, and you say, okay, so I'm going to decide to be happy. Have something that you can think about, right, that puts a smile on your face. Immediately go into that. And it'll shift your frequency. Something that would make you laugh, something that you've laughed about, something that you feel lighthearted about. Or have something that you can look at and it makes you smile. It just does. And you'd be amazed, a genuine smile. Okay? There's a lot of people that, for certain reasons, they have false smiles. But genuine smile is like a light turning on, and it is far-reaching. Someone smiles at you, how do you feel? Okay? Of course, you know, if you're looking at somebody and you smile at them, nowadays in our society, they think you're strange. Okay? It's a shame, but they think you're strange if you smile at them. Some will say, well, that's great. I feel good that being smiled at me. Because when you smile, you change your frequency. There's no getting around it. You change your frequency to a higher frequency. And it's like times like this. You know, you get around people. You know, we know this because we've all grown up with it generation after generation. And this is the opening up to our holidays as a people on the planet. And so, of course, you know, Thanksgiving should be globally instead of just America. And I believe it is. It's taken on a lot more variance amongst the population of the planet. And it opens up the gateway to holiday. Okay? Holiday is you relax. How do you relax? Well, doing these meditations, you learn to relax into the body. Now, there's a lot of other ways that people believe that they can relax. Nowhere near as effective as relaxing into the body during meditation. You fold right into your body. And you get in a comfortable position, you're still as a statue, you have no outside interference, and you focus on your breath rising and falling. And you just be. And you feel good afterwards. Because you've been able to you've walked away, you've left the ego mind alone. And you've embraced the heart mind. Huge transition. Very effective across the board. So, like, in thanks and giving. All right? Being thankful and giving. So when you're thankful and giving, and of course you get relatives, and some people are having relatives and all kinds of things, and all what? What do we hover around? We hover around the food. You know, conversation, food, communication, all that stuff. And then usually, here in this country, you've got what? You've got pretty much the generic where, you got family, you have the feast, and then, turkey has tryptophan in it, and you get a little tired or sleepy and you snooze off. If you have turkey. Not everybody has turkey. Some people have different kinds of fowl or meats, and or none of that at all, just vegetarian or even vegan. But all in all, it's about being thankful for the very moment you're in and giving openly. So when we give, we change, we shift our frequency. When we withhold or draw back, we shift our frequencies. Your frequency goes in a lower frequency. When we're greedy, our frequency is low. When we're fearful, our frequency is low. When we're critical, our frequency is low. See, these are all things that we can identify about ourselves first, because it's all about you. And, you've heard me share it's all about you. Why is that? Why is it that way that it's all about you? Because we choose to discover what's inside these bodies. And I'm not talking about organs and blood and everything else. I'm talking about the center of all creation, the God within you. And there's many names: the spirit, the soul, the God, the higher self. And it all boils down to is that we are omnipotently supreme, powerful beings that never die. But we see it's a big difference. It's huge. Wouldn't it be nice that you would remember what it's like to just be you, the God that you are, not the body? Okay? So that you could always be in deep gratitude because of the fact that what we experience in these bodies is off the charts. Because of what we truly are, the simplest way to put it are balls of highly energetic light. That's what we are. We don't have eyes. We don't have ears. We don't have any of that stuff. That's our natural state of being. Period. Body is not our natural state of being. It is a vessel that we enter to experience the material physical life. And we laugh and we cry and we get angry and we get upset and we're happy and joyous. We have all of that we interact with these bodies. And on top of it, the bodies are highly emotional. Wouldn't be that fun if they weren't, You imagine you come into these bodies and they're just kind of blah. They're not really emotional at all, and it's almost like boards, stiff boards. But we've created it so that it's highly exciting to be in a physical, material body compared to what our natural state is, which we exist in everything. We interact with everything and nothing 24/7. See, we never sleep. You don't yawn, you don't stretch, you don't ache, you don't have any pains, you have any of that stuff. Because you are a ball of light energy. But see, we don't have that right now. We can't. You can't just say, "Oh, boy, I'm so grateful to be in this body because of all the wonderful things I can experience in this body that I would not be able to as the God I am." One might say, well, does that mean that we as gods, as pure consciousness, have no emotion? Or we have no feeling, so to speak, as we identify that with these human bodies? In a way, we have a highly intense feeling, and we're plugged into all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever, and we experience that as a whole body. It's like the ocean, the drop that holds the essence of the ocean, and the drop falls into the ocean and becomes the ocean. Well, we're like drops of that ocean, and we contain the essence of the ocean, and also when we are in the ocean, we become the ocean. And it's the same way with these bodies, because we have a very short stay, very short. And we've got nothing to go on. We really don't. What do? We go into these bodies. For us, it's like the first time, because we don't have any recall. So we are programmed, we live, and then we leave. The more aware we become, the more we will master. The more we master, the more we will be at peace. That's exactly how it goes. And eventually, we will be in total peace within ourselves. We will know exactly who and what we are. We will be in deep gratitude for the body that we inhabit. And we will enjoy our lives. Because we will be aware that we are the directors of our lives. We are the orchestrators. We are the creators of our lives. Doesn't that make sense? That why wouldn't it be that way? Well, it is. It's just that so many of us don't remember. We don't remember. And like you've heard me say, it's like we have this temporary amnesia. So we come to the planet, we have amnesia, and then we spend our lives moving to rediscover who and what we are. Now, do we do that? I would say very lightly, but not to the extent where when we leave the body we know who and what we are. Because what is the biggest trap for us, gods? What's the trap that we have? Well, we leave the body, but yet it's like we're still carrying the body's image. See? Well, why would we do that? Because the body's finished. That life's over. This is what we've been taught. So we go over the other side. We do all the things we couldn't do on Earth. This is the alleged storyline. And that we're doing this, and we're doing this, and we're enjoying this, and we're enjoying that. But we couldn't when we were in body on Earth. We meet all of our loved ones that have long since passed, and all lifetimes, and everybody, and we're all just, huggy-wuggy, and all of our animals and pets that we've had throughout lifetimes are there. And it's so seductive, it's so inviting, that we fall for it. Remember, it's a matrix. It's generated imaging. So what does that do for us? Well, we really don't know who and what we are because we're still carrying our physical form. But it isn't physical. So then, what do? We eventually come back in the body, but then we don't have a memory of that life. See? And we start over again. It doesn't make any sense at all. Zero sense, really. Zero. So gradually, we start to realize that while we're in physical form, we begin to discover who and what we are so that we don't. See, this is what happens. All of us are seduced by a light. Okay? Well, after we leave the body, we're seduced by a light. The light is very tenacious. It's very aggressive. It will follow you and follow you and follow you and follow you and follow you. And most of the time, you will surrender to that light. Now, the light gives everybody euphoria. Oh, wow, this is great, and you have this rush. But it isn't you. You're the light. And does it make any sense that you're going to go into a light when you're the light? No, it doesn't, does it? But see, can you see how it's all put together? It's how we believe. It really is. It's how you believe is how you create. How you believe is how you create. So if you believe a certain way, that's how you're going to exist. Even after the body. Now, when you believe that you are the light, without any doubt whatsoever, then the light shows up, and you're interested. It cannot seduce you. Can't seduce you. And on top of it, we are total freedom as gods. We can go anywhere and do anything, interact anywhere that we choose to, that we please to. It doesn't mean we have to be locked here in an incessant reincarnation cycle for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Doesn't make any sense, does it? Can you see how it's connected? How, we're kind of like crossing a river on stepping stones, right? And we make sure we don't slip, and we take the next step onto the one stone, and we stay there for a bit. And we learn on our own, in our own awareness, and what is it that we learn? That we are the masters of our lives. That we are the masters of our destinies. We are the masters of our futures. It's all up to us. Nobody else. But you can see how it's become vague, kind of clouded, because of how we've been taught to believe. And how you can draw things, and what interferes with you, the ego mind, what its purpose is, and how it interferes, and how it directs you, redirects you, and guides you, and how your heart-mind works, and what its place is. This is all about, relearning, basically, all of our intricacies, both spiritual and physical. And then when we put 2 and 2 together, 3 and 3 together, we become so aware that, okay, I've chosen to be in the now. I've chosen to live in the now, be in the now, and practice that every day. And be in deep gratitude. And like today, hopefully everybody is in some form of gratitude. And we know there's a lot of stress factors happening right now in our country alone, globally, excitement and unknowing, and you imagine the people that really aren't educated or they have no knowledge about what's going on. It's quite stressful for them. And so, but when you embrace what you are, who you are in that body, and then you begin your own trek to self-discovery, through your own decision and choice. So you know that what you believe you create. It isn't even debatable. What you believe you create. And that's the way all of us are. If you believe that you're going to be in financial turmoil and all this stuff and you will create that. But when awareness comes into that equation and you begin to say, okay, I understand that, I comprehend that, but I choose to go over here and smile, be lighthearted through the heart-mind, live in the now, and be in deep gratitude all the time. All the time. You're never not in gratitude. Even when things seem, the ego mind's, chipping at you, and you get the worries coming in, stress factors, and you say, you know what? I am deeply grateful for what I'm experiencing right now. And any of the fears, you turn around and say, okay, fear, let's have a seat. What is it that you need? Most of us won't do that. Most of us will kind of evade the fear. But when you turn around and you sit with the fear and say, look, I want to know what you need. What is it you truly need? And watch, it's magic. Watch what happens. It's just, the fear will disappear. Because everything's an illusion. All of it is an illusion. Created by the collective consciousness, which is all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. That encompasses all of it. That goes beyond consciousness, pure consciousness. That goes beyond that pure consciousness. And that goes beyond that and that, and so on and so forth. It has nothing to do with anything outside of you. So remember that. It has nothing to do with everything outside of you. It has everything to do with everything inside of you. Because depending on your mood, you're going to affect everything around you. If you're in a happy mood, you will affect everybody in a happy way. Right? If you're in a stressed or angry mood, you're going to affect everybody around you, and with that frequency and that energy. And all it is for us to believe in ourselves, have 100% confidence, 100% trust, and 100% faith in ourselves at all times. And that's a toughie. But we can master it. And the universe. If you ever thought that you were alone, you were just totally wrong, because the universe is always with you. You're the universe is you. And the universe knows better than you'll ever know. It's just like when you request something, the universe will answer, as long as you maintain faith, confidence, and trust in yourself and the universe. No doubt. Yeah. See, there's a word that we use, and this word's very influential: patience. Because we're all in this hurry. Okay? And when I say, I talked about slowing down, it's like, slow down. It's not easy to do, because that ego mind kicks in all the time. Oh, you got to go. Come on, let's go. You're late. You got to hurry. You'll always know, and then when you become aware that you're starting to hurry, you just say, nope, no reason for me to hurry. I'm going to slow down. And embrace life. And be in deep gratitude for yourself. Always for yourself first. You take care of you, and you're good. You say to yourself, I will take care of myself first, so that way I'm much more able to help others. Okay? You've seen people that run themselves ragged, put everybody before themselves, and look what happens. And this is the way they've been taught. But on the flip side, you take care of you, loving yourself, caring, respectful with yourself, deep gratitude for yourself, and then you're much more able to help others. And this, you begin to realize how much you care for yourself. Now, this isn't ego-mind caring. This is heart-mind caring. Different, big difference. Eventually, we will all come full circle. And what will we be doing most of the time on this planet? Helping each other. Doesn't have to be huge. Even a smile, a hug, a higher frequency, joy, bliss. And it affects everything around you. So imagine more and more of us become centered with the gods that we are in these bodies. And we put ourselves first with ourselves. because we desire to be in well-being and a joyous state rather than not well-being in an unjoyous state. So in a quiet time of this meditation, all you focus on in the quiet time is gratitude. Just right in front of you, heart-minded, in the now, in this very moment, gratitude. Perfect time to open that up for yourself. I join in meditation. I'll return to close this down. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose, and an easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still, relaxed into the body. Focus on your breath rising and falling. Stop waiting for something to happen. When you're hoping, wishing, and expecting your life will change for the better, you're not seeing how amazing your life is right now. Look no further than your own breath and heartbeat. Your soul is the miracle that you're seeking. Seeking fulfillment or happiness out there in this world will always cause you to miss the divine being. Living within you now. Call off this perpetual searching and seeking habit. Just for one moment of your life, allow yourself to be 100% happy with everything exactly as it is. We are all taking our hats off and sending a big toast to you. And remember that you're always guided. It is natural to trust in the ever-present, loving, universal, law-loving intelligence that is always guiding you, always helping you to find what you want in this life. Each moment is assisting. It is assisting you to see the way back home to yourself. Once you start listening to it, you'll see how easy life becomes to manifest everything that you're dreaming of. When you stop to truly listen to what that gentle, calming, sweet, expansive energy is telling you, you know what to do with your life. In a few minutes of deep, intentional listening, you can feel truly fearless, unstoppable, and know that you are now living your life purpose. Every breath that you take in is another divine opportunity to tune in to your inner guidance, in your inner guide. The path is already paved smoothly for you. Simply trust the future. Open up to the highest vibration of you that you know. And relax into receiving this wonderful and radical love. Who knew that listening could be so cool? Take this with you for the rest of the day into the evening and night the following morning. We will return here Friday, November 29, 2024, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call. And after 9:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our reverse aging health call and all the rest. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest, deepest, and purest of the purest, purest, eternal gratitude at all times. No matter what's going on out there or in here, open your heart and allow the magic to flow in.